Okay, I'm doing a toy unboxing in the toy room, and I do want to get a different chair in here eventually, but got a figure coming in. I set up a little TV stand here for gaming, so I'll probably hook up a TV antenna in here as well. Yep, Amy Pond. Amy, I think it's Amy Pond. $30 figure. So I grabbed her. And I need one more for the second shelf. The scissors are in my other room. Not even been opened. Yeah, there's a clip. Might be able to peel it open. Yeah. I'll put a special packing for the figures, I guess. Bubble wrap. Yeah, feet will move. She doesn't stand like that, man. Why does she come like that? I guess for packing, they turn to her feet. You know why? Yeah. So that's her here. On her knee, and there was another one I was looking at, but it was slightly more expensive. There are a couple of different Amy Pond, I think Amy Pond figures for Doctor Who as well. So $30 on this one. Very well made figure. The skirt, she has a white top Amy Pond. Can't get it to stand. She has a hole on her foot, so yeah, she's standing on her own very well. Bubble wrap. The bubble wrap. Some people will say popping bubble wrap is therapy. I don't know about that. So her bubble wrap, and she's standing very well. She hasn't tipped over, so you can display her very nicely. Amy Pond. And boots, jacket, white top. And she will stand here. And we need one more, and we'll get the Cybermen. On the weekend probably we'll get Cybermen. And we'll have 4 figures. Then we'll start the next row. I put the camera here when I'm filming the chair, and then when I do gaming, I can put the camera here. Some gaming will get the Super Nintendo Mini this summer as well, and we're starting up an empty shelf for Star Trek in the back. So we'll only get probably one figure this summer for Doctor Who, and see where we are. End of the winter, because I want to get a couple of figures for wrestling, for Divas. And then next year, we'll work on the Doctors, probably get first Doctor, second Doctor, third Doctor, fourth Doctor, and fifth Doctor on display. And then a couple creatures for the bottom shelf. And then we'll call the display finished. So this summer, if we're able to get one more figure and end of summer, we may start on the next shelf. I don't know, but I think we'll be on the other shelf for Star Trek. So at least we'll get one more figure for Doctor Who this summer, and most likely it's going to be the Cybermen. Probably pick him up on the weekend, and then she took a long time to come. She came in after the snowstorm, held her up somewhere for a while, but she's finally here at Amy Pond. I think that is her full name, Amy Pond. And there are a couple different variations of her figure as well. And I will want to get a couple other creature figures, like these creatures. So these are the main robot figures. So the next one is going to be the Cybermen. And may get a couple other companions. She's a companion. These are companions. And it's looking nice. We're building up more figures for Doctor Who. And eventually I'm going to have 4 shelves for Doctor Who. Because I'm getting the companions first, and then I'm going to build up on the Doctors next year. So this summer we'll get the Cybermen and maybe one other creature or 2 other creatures, so we can start the next shelf, and then next year we'll do a run on the Doctors, at least half of them. It's going to take another year or 2 to build up a Doctor Who display, because I'm not rushing into toys and figures, but we're going to be just selective, and eventually we'll have 3 shelves for Doctor Who, then 4 shelves I think will be the finished display. We'll probably only get half the display set up for Doctor Who in terms of the Doctor Who figures. The males will only get like half of them. I think there's 10 doctors out there, or 11, so I'll probably get at least half of them. He's either the 4th Doctor, or he's the 5th Doctor. He's the one with the curly hair. Don't know if I'll get more Daleks or not, but if I'm going to be on Doctor Who for the next couple of years, eventually we'll get more for the display. But we have Amy Pond today, and we need 1 more figure for this shelf. I could do 3 figures because it's a short shelf, but I'm squishing in 4 figures. Could even do 5 figures. I don't like when toy collectors have figures stacked up in front of each other or shoulder to shoulder kind of thing. As soon as you touch one, it's like dominoes, they all fall. So once I get that far into collecting, then it's time to stop. So eventually I could push them closer together and get another row. Then we'll have 6 figures or 7 figures, but if they get to a certain point where they're touching shoulder to shoulder, then it's time to stop. So I'm not going to stack toys in front of each other as well, because that way it's like a domino effect. And we have quite a lot of room to go on these shelves, so we'll probably be in toys for another 4 or 5 years anyway. That's why I'm not rushing to build up the Doctor Who display. If I get 1 figure over the summer, 1 figure over the winter for Doctor Who, I'm fine with that, because I have to set a budget for them and pick and choose which one I want first for the collection, which one's available, which one's more expensive, which one's out of print, which one's more older. So you got to take a lot of things into factors when you're trying to build up a display. And then we need 1 more figure in the summer for the next to start the next shelf. So we've got Amy Pond in her jacket, dark hair, white top, and boots. And she was a $30 figure, so that's why I picked her up. She was $10 cheaper. These are around $30, $40 figures, so depending on taxes and shipping, they could come out to around $40. So, but the figure itself was around $30. So I got a good deal on this one. So I grabbed her. Next one I need to get is the Cybermen, and then we'll see about getting some other Doctor Who creatures. Then we'll get the Doctors later on. He's the one that I remember Doctor Who by the most, the one with the curly hair. So I picked him up for the display a long time ago. But now we're coming back into Doctor Who this summer, and at least one or two more will come in the summer, and then see where I am with the display at the end of the year. You'll get another room tour. Thanks for watching. Pick up Amy Pond, I think that's her name. Shorter figure, but a little bit shorter than the wrestling figures, but same size as the Star Wars figures. So wrestling figures are slightly taller from Mattel, but Daleks are about the same size. A little bit shorter than the Dalek, but they're 4 or 5 or so, something like that, or 4.4 or something. Somewhere in there, 4.5 or something like that. Thanks for watching. And the figure before it came was this tin dog. It's called the Canine. And we just got Amy Pond. Thanks for watching.